Before we get going, for the new viewers, my name is Brando, founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency specialized in paid advertising, content creation, email marketing, and conversion rate optimization. If you're looking for a growth partner and you want a free audit, feel free to book a call down below. Now let's get going. How's it going? This is Brando from Brandlux Media, and in this video, it's going to be a banger because I'm going to bring you through the exact creative and advertising infrastructure and strategies that I use to scale an e-commerce client all the way up to $1 million per month in revenue. I'm going to break everything down, so make sure to stick until the end of the video. And with no further ado, let's get right into it. Great, so as usual, before we get into the video, I want to show you the proof. Let me just refresh so you know this is real and get that out of the way. So as you can see here on the Shopify dashboard, we basically made almost $1 million. I'm sure that by tomorrow or after tomorrow, the last 30 days will be either $1 million or more. And so, yeah, just a quick overview of the brand. They have a 2.14% conversion rate, with it, which is very decent if we compare to the average order value, which is around $120. And so, as a rule of thumb, we want kind of like the proportion between the average order value and the conversion rate, if we multiply the two, to be at least, $200, $250. That's kind of like the sweet spot over there. Okay, so this being said, let me actually show you what, the ads manager, how much we actually spent in the last 30 days. And this is the last 30 days. Let me just show you over here. As you can see here, last 30 days. And we spent right around amount spent $346,000. And as you can see here, I already know that in the comments you're going to say, oh, how is a 1.96x return on ad spend, as you can see over here, sustainable? First of all, it actually is for some brands that have like 70-80% margins or more. This rose is actually sustainable. But to a further note, it's actually not 1.96. It's more also because, we spent 346. We probably spent another 20-30 grand only on Google, maybe a little bit more. But then, as you can see, this is the total revenue that we generate for the business. So it's very, very, very profitable. The break-even return on ad spend, or I guess ROAS for the business, for the client, is around the 1.5. So imagine just generating this amount of revenue compared to the ad spend, how profitable that is. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna bring you through a couple of things. I have a super sexy diagram over here, 8-figure scaling infrastructure. I'm gonna bring you through everything. But before I do, I wanna share one landing page and one website that we literally not copied and pasted, but modeled for this client to get to $1 million, in this Q4, or I guess in the last 30 days. Now, I cannot show you the website of my client for obvious reasons, for NDA reasons, and for privacy reasons, but I am going to show you this other website over here called West and Willow, and they are an amazing brand. And the reason why I'm showing you this specific landing page and website, and I guess brand, is because the client that we were serving, right, that we're working with, that's got us to $1 million, is selling a very similar product, but in a different industry. So in this case, they're doing pets. My client is selling something else in a different industry. But the reason I'm showing you this is because it's a similar product, okay? So I want to show you the landing page. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see this even better without my fat face over here. But yeah, what I would do is just like really model their landing page in terms of how simple it is. Right, it's very simple, white background, neat colors, very well branded. In just a couple of scrolls, you can easily understand how the product works. In fact, they tell you over here, choose your favorite photo, customize and make it your own, sit tight, right? And the reason why this service works so well is for two reasons. No, for three. Number one, the website is very simple to understand and simple to scroll. They have FAQ sections, and they have, reviews. This is, by the way, a great selling point to have a lot of reviews, but also have the actual product within the review. So like the UGC, right? The second reason it's working so well is because they are literally combining pets, right? Pet lovers, and I can guarantee you that pet lovers will literally buy whatever they need and want for their pet. It's like a super loving and, ethically addictive niche, right? Everybody would buy anything for their pet. And at the same time, they're adding the customization element, okay? The customization element is really important nowadays. If you can customize and personalize your product or service, it's going to have a much higher perceived value, and you can charge more and therefore have better margins, okay? The third reason why this is really working well is because, once again, these reviews are astonishing. They're amazing. They're not only a lot, right? Of course, 13.8 thousand reviews, but they have UGC elements within their not only advertising, but within their actual landing page and review section. And I can guarantee you, like, these images are going to do the selling for you. Like, no matter how good or bad your landing page looks like, if you have this section nailed down to a science, it's going to work. It's going to do the selling for you. One other additional thing to consider is that all of the objections are being handled over here in the reviews. So I cannot stress enough how much the review section is really fundamental. Other than that, the website is super simple. Once again, it's a great website to model. Okay, the brand is called Weston Villa. One important thing to understand over here, I'm going to bring you through the ads library so you can have an understanding of what type of ads they're running. They're running UGC ads over here. So let me just bring you through this example. So as you can see, and this is actually a strategy that we modeled with our current client, we worked with like 20 to 30 different UGC creators, if not more, and we had them do one video and 2 to 3 different unboxing and unboxing videos. So we literally have the prospect, or sorry, not the prospect, the UGC creator unpack or open the gift and have a reaction video. So our selling point was literally that first 2 to 3 seconds of the video that wasn't a reaction video. So we had people really laugh to their partner, say something funny about their dog in this scenario, just a really cool interaction while they were opening the actual product and packaging, right? So they have a bunch of these videos, and you know, this is part of their strategy. Cool. So now that we got this out of the way, I just wanted to show you kind of like the ad structure, not the ad structure, just the channel and the strategy that they were using with UGC. Let me hop on over here and bring you through, I guess, the 8-figure scaling infrastructure that we used. I'm going to go through 2 things mostly. The first thing is how we source creators, how we source talent, how we handle the entire UGC process that allows us to actually scale, right? And then I'm going to talk about the entire advertising infrastructure, as you can see over here. I'm going to keep that as the last part. Okay, so before we get into the UGC, I want you to remember one thing, and this should be fundamental when it comes to growing and scaling your e-commerce brand or any business in general. If you do not have a structured marketing angle and offer/product that is proven to sell in the market, you cannot start worrying about the things that I'm going to talk about. So I want to make sure that before you do anything with UGC people, with a great landing page, a great advertising infrastructure, you start tweaking your ad sets. All the technical things will only work if your product is at least somewhat proven to sell, meaning that there's a product market fit, meaning that your avatar customers or people around the world actually have a necessity to click that buy button and pull out their credit card and buy your product. If that's not the case, I mean, figure that part out first. So one thing that I want to mention over here is that you want to test different marketing angles, right? You can test an angle that is for gifting for a friend, sharing a memory with your pet. In this case, I'm referring to Weston Willow, the brand that I just shared, or gifting yourself a birthday gift, creating a priceless memory with your loved pet, right? Like all these are like different angles. One other additional thing that you can do is go ahead and target a specific avatar type. So maybe from 50 to 70 years old, right? Your marketing message is probably going to be different to if you're marketing to 50 and 60 years olds compared to like 20 and 30 year olds. So what I'm saying is find your market and understand what is working for you to find something that is actually scalable. Moving forward, okay, find UGC creators. UGC creators, I have a lot of clients that come to me and they're like, where do you find them? How do you source them? How do you train them? I'm going to break down everything step by step so you can do it for yourself without having to hire an expensive agency, okay? So first of all, create a pipeline of creators. Great brand though, but where do you find these creators? The creator goldmine is literally Twitter. Okay, you can actually find many on Facebook groups. Sign up for Facebook groups, go on Facebook, type in UGC content creators, click on groups, filter by groups, and then you can sign up, request access, post into the groups, and you'll literally have people raising up their hand and saying, yes, I want to work with you, and then you can analyze whether they're a fit to work with you or not. The other goldmine is Twitter. Once again, let me hop on over here and show you. This is a Twitter. As you can see here, all you have to do is literally type in, if it loads, I don't think you can see it here, but type in UGC content creator or UGC creator or just UGC. Just go under the people section over here and you'll be able to find hundreds, and I mean literally hundreds if not thousands of people that are ready to work with your brand, right? And they're waiting for you. And they have optimized profiles where if you click the profile, they actually also have their own portfolio so that you can see what type of work they're doing, their quality of the work, if they're even qualified to work with you in the first place, based on how they talk, how they present themselves, their ethnicity, right? Their language, their geographical location, right? All these things are in the bio over here. And as you can see, it's very easy to find their emails. Literally every single person over here has their contact email within their bio. Hello at Emily, whatever, like all the Gmails over here. So it's very easy to do. So this is what I would do, okay? Listen very closely. I would hire a $3 per hour VA, as I say over here. There's literally places, once again, you can find these people on Facebook and Facebook groups, Facebook communities. Find people that you pay $2, $3, $4 an hour, and you're not underpaying them because there's a bunch of people in the Philippines and South America that are actually happy to work on those, with those hourly rates. So make sure to find the right person, trusted person, and have them scrape and go through Facebook groups, Facebook posts, and especially Twitter, and have them scrape UGC creators for you. And so this is what it can look like. And what they can do for you. So let me just load this page. I'm going to show you here. We have a UGC tracker. You can create something just like this. This is how we do it for our own clients. And you can have the VA, right? Literally go here and create several different columns. Their Twitter URL of the UGC creator, their pricing structure, their previous work, their email address, and their location. And then you can have them tell you whether they contact them or not. Email is by far the best. You can just send bulk messages, have your VA do it, and then you can just approve the collaborations yourself and say, yes, I want to work with this, and this. Have the VA collect the address over here, and then all you literally have to do once you establish this and once you have their address, right, and once you establish the collaboration, is just ship the product and pay them and pay the actual creator. And then you can just put all of your drive folders and content that the creator produced over here, and just you have everything organized. As you can see, this is like a sales pipeline but for UGC content creators. Okay, so this is how it's structured. Pay a VA. If you don't have the money, shut up and do the work. Because if you don't have money to pay $2 to $3 an hour for a VA, which is like $200 to $300 a month in expense, then it means that you need to do the work yourself. Okay, so do this process. Now let me go back to the process over here. Now, once you establish the collaboration with the content creators and the UGC creators, you have to give them a specific framework, right? Because yes, they are expert, yes, they're professionals, but maybe don't have a lot of context behind your product and how you want them to market your product. So use this specific framework: hook, product information, features, benefits, legitimacy, meaning proof, and call to action. This is the structure and framework that I would use. Create, don't send a script. Never send a script to a UGC creator. Make sure to send a framework, like talking points, right? You don't want to script them, because if they read a script, then they're going to sound scripted. And if they sound scripted, the UGC video is actually not going to work. It's going to do the inverse. It's going to sound scripted, right? So to avoid this problem of sounding scripted, make sure to send framework so that the UGC and guidelines, so the creator can actually just go through the framework without going through a script. So make sure to do this and follow this infrastructure, or sorry, this structure over here. So receive high quality UGC videos. This is the next step, okay? Once you find the creators, you send them the frameworks, you pay them, you send them the product, then you receive the videos. And this is the idea that you should actually go after, and the overall strategy. You work with different creators. Each creator produces around 3 videos. This is what we recommend. You can have them do 1 video, and then video 2 and video 3, just have them change the hook, the first 3 to 5 seconds. Collaborate with the UGC creator and tell them, do 1 video by following this specific framework that you're going to send them, and then do 2 more videos that are 3 to 5 seconds long, and that is the hook. So this is great, because the hook is going to be extremely important to the success of your advertising and your results, right? The first 3 to 5 seconds is like over 50% of your success. So you want to make sure that you split test and you create split test versions from your UGC creator. So do the same exact thing for 3, 4, 5, as many UGC creators as you can. Okay, the more the better. And this is what I recommend for you to do to get high quality content, and create as many split test versions as you can. And when it comes to launching ads, this is we don't like to overcomplicate things. Once again, the majority of the work is going to be done by the marketing, like the sales copy, the landing page, the creatives, and of course the product. Once again, if the product is not wanted in the market, you can do all these things, but it's just not going to work. So make sure that's the case. So we like to do a couple of things. One is set up 2 different types of campaign: the ACS and the CBO. So I'm talking specifically about meta ads, right? Facebook and Instagram ads. So the ACS stands for Advantage Shopping Campaign, and it's like an AI automated campaign from Facebook that allows you to only worry about a couple of things. You can't really tweak the demographics. You can't really tweak too much. You can only tweak. You're only in control of the ads that you want to publish, right? And you're in control of the age and the budget, the age range that you want to target, and the budget, and the countries, of course. But that's about it. You can't do any interest, demographics, and all those like intricacies. Facebook will just not allow you to do that. But it's good because they optimize for sales if you tell them to optimize for sales. So do that campaign. And then the CBO, what we like to do is set up different interests, okay? And within each interest, launch 3 ads, just like the ACS campaign. Launch 3 ads. Analyze and test 3 different concepts. They can be the same UGC creator with the 3 different hooks. I would personally start with like 3 different UGC creators, and then once you find the winning one, you go ahead maybe and test the hooks and find similar creators. Now, in case you haven't noticed, right, the yellow ones are the ones that are not winners and that didn't work, and the green ones are the interest and the ads that worked. So this is the entire purpose of advertising, right? Creating a simple advertising infrastructure right? Creating different interests, creating different ads, and then getting the winning ads and winning interests and combining them again into a winning campaign, and then scaling that, rinsing and repeating, and never stop testing. So just like in this scenario over here, we found that UGC ad 2 and UGC ad 3 are winning ads. So what we want to do now is create more UGC videos with the same exact framework and with similar creators. So if this UGC2 and UGC3 video, we're using framework number 1, right? Script number 1. And both of these creators, for example, were blondes, but 25-year-olds with a specific accent, living in a specific location of a specific ethnicity. You want to make sure that you go after those exact people or as similar as possible, because if that worked, probably if you find similar people, it will work again, okay? So we want to do that. Same thing with winning interest, stack them and make sure you analyze which interests are producing the highest ROI, okay? So the next thing over here, which is very self-intuitive, like we want to create either like another CBO campaign, and we can call it like the scaling campaign, where you just stack the winning interests and you stack the winning ads, and then of course UGC4 is maybe another video that you want to test, right? You never want to stop testing, because the moment you stop testing is where your business is going to either start declining or failing miserably, okay? So you want to make sure that you test multiple new ads and interests on a daily basis over here, and then drag and drop them into a new CBO campaign. That's the structure that we've been using so far. High level infrastructure, and it's working super well. One thing that I want you to notice very quickly is that, as you can see here, we have interest 2, interest 2, interest 2 3 times, and same thing, 3, 3, 3. The reason why we do this is because if interest 2 works and it has like 10 million people within that interest, right? This interest alone did not target 10 million people. I need you to understand that. It targeted a small part, a small percentage of those 10 million people. So what we want to do is that if the interest 2 works, we want to duplicate it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 times, depending on your budget, and testing different pools of the same population, of the same audience, right? So this is what we suggest to do. It's a very simple scaling strategy, and you're just doubling down on what is working. And rinse and repeat and do the same thing. Once again, I'm not saying this is the only advertising and scaling infrastructure and strategy we use, but it's a very easy one to follow, and it yields results as long as you focus on spending the money in the right interest and spending money in the right ads, and you never stop split testing new ads and offers, right? And keep on working with these creators over here, okay? So this is the overall infrastructure. I know that I'm talking a lot. My mouth actually hurts. I need to take a break. So let me know if this was a valuable video for you. Once again, these are the results that we yielded for this client. We're gonna hit even higher results probably coming, moving forward into next year. We're very excited about it. Let me know if you have any questions about this so far, and nothing. See you in the comments, and see you in the next video. Bye. On a further note, feel free to book your strategy session with our team by clicking the button down below. In this session, we will audit your brand, come up with a custom plan of action, and then we'll explore the opportunity of potentially working together, assuming it's a perfect fit. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot, and hopefully see you on the other side.